look at that.
I love
Just so happens.
I love
That was not on purpose. That
No,
was just
so
scheduled there.
often
That
we'll
just
be
happened.
talking about something and then the next song perfectly fits it. And I'm like, look at God all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And all the time.
Were the levels okay
God
in
is
yours?
good.
Okay. Great.
I'm gonna go check the audio out in the real world
Thank you.
for us,
Oh,
so you know.
okay.
I don't think you normally give me headphones, so it
It'll be
actually
safe.
is nice. Yeah. Hey, thank you.
It is nice. That's why I was like,
It's actually really
it's so nice to be able to hear yourself and everybody else. Yeah.
Normally I'm like, I think they're listening. I'm not sure.
You can't tell how
Yeah.
loud you are in these. You
Yes.
can. Yeah.
Yes.
So you can
For
adjust how close to the
Well,
microphone
I came
you
in
are.
and recorded in the with the what's his name with the tattoo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so he we're just sitting in his office, right?
Eddie. Mhm.
Eddie, and we're sitting in his office, and he puts the mic up, and he's like, "Now go." Well, I didn't want to be like crazy, so and you can't hear what
Yeah.
you're listening to, so I was like, so now I sound like Sultryville on. Everybody's like, dude, you sound so different on the radio. And
You're
I
like
was
such a professional.
Yeah.
Pastor Jeff.
You
Love
adjust
songs.
your voice.
Pastor Jeff at night.
Spiritual love
We're
songs.
live.
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. So it was funny. They're like, yeah, who is that velvety voiced guy on there? I was like, I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't want anything to do
It's
with
not
it.
me.
We're
Someday
going
it's
to
gonna
re-record
be-
that.
Your next sermon's going to be very stripped down. Like, You're
Yeah.
going to be like in a leather chair
Yeah.
with a cigar.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
Hey, welcome everybody.
Hi,
It's
I'm
good to have
Pastor
you.
Jeff.
I'm just like you.
It's awesome.
All right, you're gonna ask Jeff the next question.
Yep.
I'm going to capture that so you
And-
have some variety to use.
Yeah. So I'll reset.
And well, it's mostly about, it's definitely about partnership between church and Spirit Radio, but also like right now in the climate of the world, like all the distractions that's going on worldwide, locally, it's like kind of all of that and kind of the
Okay.
importance between the two.
So how are you going to go with that? Help me out.
So, I mean, Tara will reset the fundraiser, and I'll talk about partnerships. Spirit Radio is all about partnerships. It can't happen without. And I'll kind of zoom out on like what's happening in the world. I won't specifically go into like any details of wars or anything like that. But I will talk about chaos and friction, and then we'll lean it back over and I'll ask that kind of like, why does it matter right now?
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Surprise!
Hey, everyone.
All right. Hot mics.
We're Chad and Tara here at Spirit Radio. It is the third day of our spring fundraiser.
that's the
I
one.
almost said fall. Spring fundraiser. And the truth is that it is about all of us doing this together. We link arms with each other and we share the hope of Jesus with people that we might never meet. One of the ways that we do that together here at Spirit Radio is partnering with our local churches. Chad, who do we have with us today?
Pastor Jeff from Pipeline. Thank you so much for being here. And we value partnerships. Obviously, Spirit Radio is all about partnerships for the Central Valley. And like when we zoom out a little bit about what's happening in the world, we think about what's happening globally. There's a lot of friction. There's a lot of chaos. Everybody is at each other's throats, it feels. And sometimes you zoom back in and that happens in our families. It happens online. And there's just so much chaos and friction everywhere you turn. Partnerships between the church and Spirit Radio and ministries like this, why does it matter that we would link arms in a season that we are in the world right now?
Yeah. First of all, I want to thank you, for putting the angelic music in the
Yeah,
background.
It
yeah.
feels very,
You're talking
yeah.
about heavy stuff, and I just feel so light now. No, really, what's amazing is, let me just say this. So I've been coaching track. My daughter runs track. She's a senior at Central Valley Christian here. And we're having a great season, having a lot of fun. And I work with the relay team. And it's how you get the baton around the track in the relay that determines whether or not you're going to have a great time. And yeah, I kind of see it like that when I think about the church and partnering with ministries like this. We do our part as much as we can. People walk in our doors depending on us to encourage them, lift them up, hold them up. I tell our staff, our teams all the time, you never know what somebody's walking in feeling. But generally, if somebody's showing up to the first time for the first time to church, something's going on in their life. And so they depend on us to lift them up, encourage them, help them, elevate their thinking and their heart and everything. And when they get in their car and they jump in their car, or they head out and get home, we hand the baton off to you guys and say, okay, let's keep this thing going. And it literally, for a lot of people, it is the thing that keeps them up and keeps them going and keeps the focus of their hearts and their ministry together. What's loudest in your life typically will lead you. And so we encourage people, hey, you got to turn up the volume on a bunch of other things in your life, because from the moment you wake up, your attention is divided. There's somebody telling you something or trying to keep you up with what craziness is happening in the world that day, or whose opinion is going on. And so for us, we try to elevate and hold people up in their deepest, darkest times, and then we hand you guys the baton and say, hey, keep them going. And the next time we see them, we know they're going to have their heads and their hearts in the right spot.
So often when people call to give during fundraisers, the number one thing that they say is that Spirit Radio keeps my heart centered on Jesus.
Amen.
On my way to work, whether I'm with my kids, running errands, that's what we hear. I think there's so much truth in that. What goes in comes out. What did you say? You said the loudest thing in our life.
The things that are loudest in your life will lead your life.
Yeah, that is so beautiful and so fitting. One of the reasons that I think people give to Spirit Radio is they recognize how impactful it's been in their own life. So if you would like to give that to somebody else, you can call with your best gift now. That number is 877-530-5388. Help somebody else find that hope in Jesus. You can also go to spirit889.com and give online. Just give now.
Nailed
Nailed
it.
it. That's my word.
Hey, that's a good
Can I
team.
have your mic, please?
Yes, yes. However you put it on there.
There you go.
Okay. That felt all right?
That was great.
Yeah, gosh, little gems. That was beautiful. I'm going to use that with my daughters.
What's loudest in your life will eventually lead your life.
Yes, I'm going to use that.
I got 3.
Oh yeah.
That
Yep.
is 3
I got
daughters.
3 daughters.
Me
So,
too.
yeah,
I'm
okay.
part of the 3 daughters
All right.
club because
Well,
so does Jason. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, mine are all adults.
Yep.
But
I got a 24, 22, and 18.
mine are 25, and then I have 2 20-year-olds.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Yeah, one of my 20-year-olds is working here this week, and she has absolutely loved it. It's hard to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but she's loved being able to talk to people on the phone.
that's cool.
She said that she's amazed with how willing people are to share their God story. And she's
When they
like,
call in, they're ready to go.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it made her realize how much Spirit Radio is the faith community for so many people in the valley. She's like,
Yep.
so many people.
This is their thing.
And I'm like, remember, she doesn't remember, she was too little, but my oldest daughter does. I'm like, remember when we were struggling to find a church and find a place that we fit in, and it was Spirit Radio that felt like our community.
Yeah.
Like, this is where we would go for prayer. I would call into the station
Really?
and leave a message and just ask for prayer. Yeah. Back in my early 20s when I was just barely hanging on as a mom. And, yeah.
So we're gonna jump into it. So we got 2 minutes before our next break.
Yep.
This kind of happened yesterday where we've kind of like weaved in all of our questions so far. Is there anything that you want to talk about that would make a difference? Something that you could do like a TED Talk on right now? Something you're passionate about? I mean, we can stick with the questions that we sent. It's totally fine. But we'll also at the end of this give you a chance to share service times, ways people can get involved. Obviously, we want to send people back to the church. Spirit is a church for a lot of people that can't go, but we also want to encourage people to go if they can.
Ultimately, we would like to get them connected to
Yeah,
a church community.
it's
Yeah.
it's a cycle. We want everybody to be connected here, there, wherever it makes sense. So
What about, do you have any particular instance where Spirit Radio was impactful in your own life? Is there anything little?
I'm so old now. Yeah, I think it's the moments when, like you're talking about, when you're driving the kids around. Like now we're kind of beyond that. They drive themselves. We don't get the windshield time.
Yeah.
And you have the radio on because you're listening to the right things when the kids are in the car, right? And then,
Yeah.
and then they start singing, and it just breaks you. right? Like you realize, oh, their heart's really deep in it, right? That's kind of the stuff that I would say. Yeah, sometimes we take drifty moments when we're kind of by ourselves or whatever. We're doing our thing. We're listening to that stuff we used to listen to in high school or whatever. But you get into those moments and you realize, oh, they are picking up everything that's going on.
They're little sponges.
In that,
24
they get it,
seconds or
right?
so.
Okay, will you share that, and then would you just like to do an invitation to come
Yeah.
visit Pipeline?
And
Sure.
we'll kind of weave all that. I'll open, reset, toss to you. You can kind of set them up for that. And then I'll bring it back to talking about you guys and what's going on in your world. For church invite and all that stuff. So
So just share the spirit story, the music story, and then
No-
you'll
no-
bring it around.
no angelic music this time.
Yeah, okay. It was kind of fun, though.
Hot mics. Spirit Radio's Spring Fundraiser happening right now, 877-530-5388 or online at spirit889.com. And we are live, by the way, on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube if you want to stream there. My Spirit Radio and all of those places. Spirit Radio exists to bring the best news ever to the Central Valley. We believe that Jesus radically changes lives, and we want to partner with you to make that happen right here and right now. So if you want to get involved, 877-530-5388 or spirit889.com.
We partner with you, and we partner with churches and other nonprofits all over the Central Valley because we're better together. Right now, we've got Jeff Atherton from Pipeline Church here in Visalia here with us. We've been talking about the importance of the ministries working together. We've talked about what partnerships look like. But Jeff, what I really would love to hear is how Spirit Radio and how music in general has impacted your life personally.
So we have the privilege at our church. We are actually producing a lot of music, which is kind of cool right now. But it all comes from kind of my own experience. Our church has existed for, this will be our 11th birthday that we're celebrating
That's
this
awesome.
year. So it's kind of cool. We plan
Happy
God is
birthday,
good.
man!
Yeah.
But for me, when the kids were younger, right? Now my daughters are older and everything, but when they were younger, we'd throw them in their car seat, right? As we're supposed to do, keep them safe, and drive along. And of course, while the kids are in the car, you got to listen to music that's appropriate for your kids to listen to, and not that I wouldn't do otherwise. But as we're
Thank you
cruising
for that
along,
disclaimer. Thank you so much.
yes, appreciate that.
Being right.
As we were driving along, there's a specific moment that's burned into my mind. My oldest daughter, Riley, who now works for the Fresno Grizzlies, which is kind of cool. I could hear her as this was in the day when I Can Only Imagine was like playing every 4 minutes on the radio.
Yeah.
And I could hear something, and I kind of like turned down the music in the front and listened to what was going on in the back, and she was singing at full throat.
That's
full
awesome.
voice. I Can Only Imagine.
So precious.
And she would only basically get out, only imagine,
Yeah.
right? But that was a moment that I even get teared up thinking about it right now. Like, she's old and doing her life now, but that was a formational moment. And so in our church, and part of what we're doing is we're saying, okay, so how are we partnering with the right people and creating the right things that people can put on and let their kids soak up, because those kids are sponges. Our kids are soaking up everything that we do and everything that we put into their lives, and the messages that are going out. It's one of those things. We need less noise, and we need more of where God is at work. And when God is using the right things and the right people in the right places, it's amazing the life that it will produce in your family, in your church, and the people around you. I don't know. I could say stuff like that all day.
Well, I
love
mean,
it.
we got to tune out the noise. We got to turn up the volume on what matters.
Yeah.
And so partnerships with churches like Pipeline, it really makes a difference for us. It makes a difference for the Central Valley. For you guys, what do you guys got going on? When can people come to church? Where can they find out more? How can they get connected?
So our website is easy. It's just pipeline.church. We kind of made it so it's
Very
our
nice.
name and our website. Yeah, if you want to check us out, you can see what we do on a weekly basis there. Our YouTube channel, those kind of things. Our services run at 9 a.m. on Sunday mornings, and then there's a 5 p.m. It's the same service, just a little bit later in the day for people who don't like to wake up early or work or do whatever they're doing. And I will say, after we're done, we usually have a full meal together and enjoy, and it's all taken care of. So I'd encourage you, if you're looking for a place, come and you might just find a home where we're at. Check us out online first, because I think that's what everybody does. But
Yeah.
if we don't let you down there, hopefully you can walk in the doors and realize you found your home.
That's
Where are you
awesome.
located, Jeff?
So we are on Avenue 264 and Mooney Boulevard. So it's a little bit south Visalia. And you can kind of take a left on 264 there, and you'll find us back there. And there's a lot of building and construction going on, because we're building a new chapel, so people can get married at the church again, and a few other exciting things. We're really, really excited for what God's doing in and through us.
Thank you so much for coming in today. We loved hearing your story about your daughter about me, because I know exactly how you feel. There's so many parents out there looking for safe places and safe things to immerse their kids in, because there's so much noise with devices and TVs and shows and things that give the illusion of being safe. And then when you watch them and you realize this is actually probably not good for my child to be absorbing in these formative years. So if you would like to give media that's safe for kids, they can listen to, and not only is it safe for kids, but it is giving them the hope of the gospel of Jesus day in and day out, reminding them of who they are in Christ and that they are loved wherever they are. Please call 877-530-5388. Give back to the next generation so that we can see the kingdom of God continue to grow here in the Central Valley. You can go to spirit889.com, or you can call 877-530-5388.
All right.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
That was
Thank
awesome.
you very much.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
It's fun to have somebody else to talk to other than each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
No, it's not that you're not fun.
Not that you're
That's not what
not
I
easy on
meant.
the
Can you
eyes.
Believe that?
It's okay.
It's the beard. I hide my face a lot. So it's
You say I hide my face a lot. If I could grow a beard, I would
Yeah.
wow.
hide my face too.
You can probably buy one on Amazon.
Yeah,
though.
there's
probably
people
can.
do that. Okay,
You do
thank
know
you
what's
guys.
going to happen now. I hope you're prepared.
Yep, I'm fully aware of what's going to happen next.
We survived.
It's really good.
Trying.
Special.
So we're going to sweep here. So we got a couple songs, but that concludes our broadcast time together. Thanks, man.
I
Yep.
appreciate it.
All good.
Oh, yeah. Let's say bye to our friends.
Oh, hey.
Bye. We're so thankful you could be with us. God bless you and have a great day.